Alright, Ati. Thank you for joining us. Right, listen, this is going to be very easygoing, very natural. Don't still stress about cameras and photos. You're going to have to answer it a certain way. We're just going to record for like 20 minutes. And then we go from there. Alright, Wim.
You must try first and see how it works.
Yeah, are you chewing gum?
Yeah.
Gooi weg, asseblief. I'll get you some more chewing gum. I can't have you chewing here. Alright, shots look good. Alright. Yeah, I just want to know more or less what was it like growing up in Fairview. We can start there.
Fairview.
Yeah.
Fairview was a nice place to stay in.
Nah?
Yeah. The air was clean. There was no smoke in the air. And there were open fields where you can play.
That sounds nice. And where was Daddy's house?
My house was in Elm Road, 162 Elm Road. I grew up there.
Who was in the house with Daddy?
My father and the children, my sisters and brother. No, my brother wasn't there yet.
Where was Uncle Jimmy?
Yeah.
Right.
He came late.
So Daddy was the firstborn.
Yeah. Daisy.
What age was Daddy when the Daisy was born?
Daisy.
Yeah.
I think I was 2 or something like that. I'm not sure.
And then Auntie Sally.
Betty.
Auntie Patty's older than Auntie Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, I didn't know that. Like Miss Auntie Sally's a paardery wat daar so het. Yeah, and then you guys were born in Fairview.
Fairview.
Yeah. So it was Daddy's father who was Daddy's father?
Kenneth, Arthur Kenneth, no, not Kenneth Charles Pinches.
And his father?
His father was, I don't know, can't remember.
And so it was Daddy's father, Oma, and then the 3 girls. And where was Uncle Jimmy born?
In Fairview.
Also born in Fairview?
Yeah.
And then how old were you when you moved from?
Man, I think I was 18 or 17 years old.
Alright, so like an age to remember Fairview as home.
Yeah.
And what was Oma like?
Very
As a mom?
sporty, talkative.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can listen hours the way she talks. And very strict.
What was the strictest between the father and
My
your
mother.
father? Oma.
She's the one that gave us hiding.
Yeah,
My father, they just talked. He didn't give us any hiding.
Was he English or Afrikaans?
No,
Daddy's father.
English.
And who was the naughtiest in the house?
Me, of course.
Like, what was the naughtiest thing that he did?
Being with the young crowd, being the leader of the young crowd.
What leader of what? What, where? Like the crowd?
Like the young group that we when we were youngsters.
Hmm?
I was the leader in the pack.
And what did you guys do? Like Saturdays or Friday nights?
Standing on the corners, making fires, singing, playing guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
But we didn't fight with other people. I mean, rob people and stuff like it. That wasn't in the olden days.
There's just people hanging out.
Yeah, enjoying ourselves.
Was there no clubs or something that you could go to?
No. Whenever you have a house dance or something, then it's the only entertainment that you've got.
And alcohol?
Alcohol, no, we didn't use alcohol.
Glue?
No. Maybe now and then a marijuana. Marijuana?
What is that?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's dacha.
I love that. Okay, lekker.
But seeing that you're still that young, but that you have to try all the things, you know.
Of course.
See what's good for you.
What works for you?
And
What's good for you?
good the dacha wasn't right for me.
Nah.
I got too violent.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird to hear that someone gets violent on weed. Because it usually just chills people out.
It doesn't chill you. The work goes into your mind.
It's a
And you think you're that brave. You're not that brave when you don't smoke and stuff. That stuff let you think you're that brave.
Yeah.
No. That's why I said no. That's not for me.
And the others?
Yeah, the other guys, they wasn't regular smokers. That's just for naughtiness.
A treat.
Yeah.
A little. Would you say that's the naughtiest thing you've done?
Yeah.
And Opa and Oma never found out?
Mm.
Opa and Oma never found out?
See that find out?
And so, tell me that story.
I find out that I was smoking, and no, I had a hell of a fight with one of my friends. I stabbed him in the neck, in the neck somewhere.
Wie gesteerd?
I stabbed him. I think, and they did. There was a lot of guys, man. There were 3 or 2 guys with them. I came from work and they attacked me. They hit me over the head. And that's was a knob like this coming out. Yeah. So I took out the knife and I just stabbed it at the one that's in front of me. And he was in front of me. And we had to go to the police station. His father made a case against me for stabbing his son. And after that, there was no case. We had to squash this thing there and then, you see. And we came back and my mother said, hey, you were smoking there. Because my father caught me with his Zol standing here in the toilet, behind the toilet smoking. And he saw me. And my mother said, no, seeing that you now so big and naughty, you must smoke here in the house or whatever, in the yard or so, but not in front of us. So that's when I had permission to smoke in the house.
Cigarettes?
Not dacha, no.
I was about to say.
No, dacha was when we were with my friends and we chilling out around the fire and stuff. But otherwise, no, it was quite nice and for you.
Yeah, chilled out. Do you guys have animals there?
Animals? Oh, no, only dogs.
Oh, you weren't farming, it wasn't a farmer type place?
No. There was a lot of houses around us.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was open fields. There was donkeys and cows and stuff, goats
But you guys,
grazing around there. Eh?
you don't own anything there?
No, my grandfather only had a donkey.
What was he donkey's name?
No, I don't know what was donkey's name. Can't remember.
Alright. And what was Auntie Daisy like when she was like teenager-ish? Because Daddy was more or less a teenager when she was a teenager as well, no? Or
Yeah,
early
but
20s.
they were not just like other children. They at home, work, make herself up, either go to bioscope or go to her friends and stuff. That's
House parties.
house parties and stuff,
No,
bioscopes.
no clubs.
There was no clubs in our time there.
No, no place to go and dance or.
There is okay. Sometimes they do have a dance in a bioscope hall. No, but there wasn't money really to go to support the dance.
All right.
So it's mostly the house dances and stuff like that.
Mostly house parties. So when did Daddy actually meet Mommy?
Oh yeah.
You want to tell me about that first time you guys met or how it came about?
They moved into a house just say a couple of houses from our house.
Mommy moved in.
Yeah, and being a crowd of youngsters.
There was a lot of interest.
Yeah, and I saw her, and I thought, okay, I like this girl, and I want to be with her. And that's why we met up.
So what? They just moved in and you went over.
No, they were staying almost, say for instance, a month there. Now we guys must now all seeing now is a new face here in our street that we can now
Go and say.
get interested in. So I told those guys, hey, that's my girl that you stay away there.
And then when did you speak to her?
No, I can't remember that.
Alright. So the next thing you know, you and Mom, you guys are official.
Yeah.
And how old were you then?
Say about 18, 17 like it. That was now when you must know.
Ready for?
You were, what do you call it? What do you call it then? You mature, not mature.
Could say.
You in your prime now.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
And was Daddy working at the time or
Yeah, I was working.
where were you working? Or from what age were you working?
Man. I don't know, I was 16 or 17 when I started working.
Doing what?
I was very lazy for going to school.
Right.
I left school early. I left school early.
To go work?
Yeah, I had to go because my father wasn't that healthy to go to work. Seeing that he was a painter and stuff, all that dust on his chest made him sick.
I didn't know that Opa was a painter.
Mm.
And then how did you propose to him? Or how did you guys get like engaged? And
I was never engaged with her.
so how did it work?
We were just eat them. That years we didn't think about engagement, rings and stuff.
Mm.
Maybe there was people that got engaged, but we never thought of getting engaged.
And then how did the wedding come about? Because that was quite a big wedding. Suits.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was working much now for my mother, I gave her my salary packet and stuff. And we decided, no, we must not get married, and it's no use getting, being around like this all the time, you know. And I went to my mother and said, Mom, I think me and Lorena will get married, and I won't be able to give you the wages every week. She said, okay. Okay, no worries, we'll make a plan. And since that day, she said no. Okay, I gave her the money. She now saved the money for this wedding. We now plan it most now, the wedding.
You and Mommy?
And Lorraine, of course.
Yeah?
And so we started going to the priest and all that stuff.
And you both were Catholic?
Yeah.
Father what's his name? What was the priest name?
Yo, I don't know what's up. It's a Italian priest, isn't it? I can't remember his name.
And the church, where was the church?
The church was here. No.
Too far back.
Yeah. It's 1965 when I got married.
1965?
Yes.
That's a good couple of years ago. And how long was Daddy married for? Till Mom passed.
Your mother passed away in 2004. So 65. I was married in 65. 1965 is 4. 39, I think. 39 years.
Alright, I'm gonna go off. What sort of jobs did Daddy then do for money and things like that?
Well, I worked in a suitcase factory. After that, I started working as a carpenter.
Yeah? And what now?
Yeah.
Carpenter and
Working as a carpenter, that was a very strenuous job, especially construction work. You got to pick up heavy stuff. So I had my back.
What projects were you doing there?
Construction work,
Yeah.
carpenter.
Yeah, where was the construction one?
On big buildings, 4 floors, construction work, doing columns and beams and stuff. That's the only way you can do construction work, with columns and beams.
And you didn't enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Or?
You must enjoy your work.
What's Daddy's favorite food?
Any food. I haven't got a favorite.
Seafood? Seafood? Seafood?
No.
Braaivleis?
No.
Aap in die koolblaar?
Yep.
Anything with rice, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Favorite drink?
Just juice.
Favorite alcoholic drink?
Not really. No favor.
Favorite cake?
Cake. Bee sting cake.
Alright. Favorite color?
Any color, man. I don't really know if I got a favorite.
Alright. Tell me a little bit about the Beetle. When did Daddy get Daddy's first Beetle? And why do you like a Beetle so much?
My first Beetle was in Fairview. No, not Fairview. In Salsonival. A brown Beetle. That was my first Beetle.
How long did Daddy have that Beetle?
Phew. Quite long.
More than 10 years?
Yeah. It's still going, Muslim. About, no, there's a body I did. Once Kirk must say the accident with that Beetle.
Which color one was that?
The brown one. And I had to buy a body for it. And I just swapped the engine, put the engine into the other body. And it's still going.
Why do you like Beetles anyway? There's so many other cars to choose from.
I don't know, I just liked it.
Yeah. The shape.
The shape and the engines was quite the tough engine.
And when did you move from, how did you go about getting the house in Salsonival? Why did you have to move there? Why did you have to move from Fairview?
Group areas, we had
that?
to move.
What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Group areas X is when they don't want you, they want you to move from that place to another place.
And who had to do that?
Huh?
Who had to do that?
How do you mean who had?
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody in Fairview have to do it. They had to do it.
In Fairview only?
Yeah. They wanted that place for, I don't know what's now, for the white people or what. You must now staying amongst the white people. Fairview was a group area.
And then how did they go about that?
Even South End, they wanted all those people out there in South End. Salisbury Park, they wanted all those people out there. Fairview, they wanted all the people out there. So they moved us to Battlesthorpe, Salsonival, Acadia, Shorter.
And did they offer you any like housing, like a benefit, like help to buy or?
No, there was no benefits there. They just said, there is a house, go stay there, you must go look where you want to stay, wherever you want to stay. You must now go down to the office and see must now, or they give you the number where you're gonna stay.
So
You don't have to choose where you must stay. They just gave you the number, said you must go stay there and you must go stay there.
So they gave you a house
Yeah.
for free.
No, not free. I've paid for that house.
But why did you have to pay for? You were living in a house, and now they tell you must go there and you must just have the money. Surely they must have.
Yeah, man. You have to pay rent first, and after that you can buy the house.
Doesn't really sound like a fair deal, does it?
Yeah, we first had to pay rent and water and stuff. Okay, but that wasn't separate. It's all included. That was all included.
And was that better for Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Was it better for Daddy because where were the kids living? You know, did you take over Oma's house or?
No, I rented the house from my grandfather. I was staying in Mimosa Road.
In Fairview?
Yeah, I mean two bedroom house. But I only had 2 rooms. The other people that stayed in the back. There were still other people staying in the back. But I only had 2 rooms to stay in. My room and the lounge and the kitchen had to be all in one also. And when we had to move from Fairview to South Sonyville, the house was now bigger, mos. So it had more expense now. But every room must have its furniture, mos now. You see? So there was more expenses there. But after a couple of years, it went okay.
And who was born into the family at that time? Like brothers and sisters, who was born?
Your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
I think you were born there in South Sonyville. You and Tracy, I think.
And the rest of Kirk and
Karen and Heidi was born in Fairview.
And Dylan?
In Dylan, yeah.
And then you moved to South Sonyville, and then obviously Tracy and myself.
I think so. I'm not sure about Tracy.
And how were the kids born? You said they were in Fairview midwife. What?
They were born through midwife.
And where was Daddy throughout that?
I was in the kitchen, the lounge, waiting for the news. Because the lady there didn't want me to. The midwife, they didn't want me to be in the room.
And didn't you want to be in a room?
No, not really, because I didn't much know.
Like what?
I wasn't interested in seeing how the child was born.
Fair enough. I'm equally not interested in seeing that.
Just as long as there's a baby.
The baby's healthy.
Yeah.
Everything's alright. Alright. What was the kids like growing up? What was Kirk like growing up?
They were fun growing up. We didn't have any problems with you growing up.
Yeah.
Not until you were now big enough to think for yourself, okay, I can do this and I must do this and I can do this. Because seeing that child Kirk was a firstborn, being a boy, your parents always feel proud being the firstborn to be a boy.
Did your sisters have their kids at the same time, or because they're more? Kirk and Brendan is more or less the same age, isn't it?
I think so, man. Because when I got married, Daisy also wasn't long. She also got married.
So it was one wedding after wedding after wedding after wedding.
Yeah, but I can't remember what year they married.
And if you had to speak about Karen, what can you say about Karen? What was she like?
And Karen she wasn't that naughty.
Was she quiet?
Yeah.
And Heidi?
Heidi was the tomboy in the film.
And what was she like?
When all the children were I didn't have really problems with the children growing up. We didn't treat one They like this and the other one like this. We treat them equally.
So they were all good kids.
Mm.
Tell me about Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy, yeah, he, like I said, he was the baby in the family. I don't know how he grew up because I wasn't in the house.
Alright.
I was married or by that time already.
So you
I
were
think so, yeah, 5 years now. When I was still in the house, when I was still in the house, he was still small, so I couldn't really play with him. I played with my bigger sisters. I only played with the sisters and stuff in the house. So.
play how? Play how? Or just hang out and
Yeah,
sports and
teasing them, fighting with them and all that. Yo, me and Daisy used to fight a lot.
argue?
Yeah.
About what?
Simple things. Simple things.
And Daddy and Auntie Sally?
No, we didn't fight with her. I didn't fight with her, Betty and Sally. I didn't fight with them.
Just Auntie Daisy.
Yeah.
And now that you moved,
She was cheeky, man.
who was cheeky?
Daisy. When she grew up. You can now still see she's cheeky. She don't want to be told.
Daisy, I wanted to ask Daisy something. And moving to South Sonyville, everybody lives so close to each other there. Auntie Daisy on the corner, Auntie Sally around the corner. Uncle Jimmy, they must not live with Elma.
I don't know, Sally, Sally, them, I don't know, where did they say when they left? Because they bought that house that they are now in by someone else. I don't know that Sally they moved from Fairview into that house.
Was she married at the time?
Yeah, she was married.
I wonder where they were living then. So because I can't even think where. I think. Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to add? Because at the end of the day, this is going to be seen by the great grandkids.
No, there's nothing I can add to it.
Anything in retrospect to your life? What you wanted to do, what you could have done, what you wanted to be, how things have worked out, how's life worked out for you?
I mean, my main wish was to be a carpenter, and I was a carpenter. And after that, seeing that I hurt my back on the construction work and stuff, I went into working as an aluminium fitter, making doors and windows. And that's where I retired, on making doors and windows.
And how's retirement working out for you now?
I take it as it comes. I hadn't planned anything. I take it as it comes every day.
Do you want to send a small message to your brothers and sisters?
It was nice knowing you and being my brother and sister. I still love you.
Kids? Anything to the kids?
Kids.
God.
Having 6 kids It was fun having them. And it's still fun having them now.
Grandkids.
Grandkids, yeah. I've got 6 grandkids. Like I said, having grandkids also was fun.
You want to name your grandkids?
I start with Lisa, Monique, Kira, Devon, Kelly and Tyler.
And do you want to just name your kids? Just name the kids out.
Name the kids.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, man. Your kids.
My kids. It's Kirk, Karen, Heidi, Thailand, Denver, Tracy, Denver.
That's it. Alright. And your skoonkiners.
Skoonkinders, Ashton, Wayne, Charlie, and Mary.
Right. And I think that's it, really. I don't think of anything else, unless you want to tell me a story, crazy random story, anything. Trip to the UK, something funny, something about mommy. Like you guys always argue on a weekend, on Sunday. What was marriage like?
Marriage life was nice because any marriage has ups and downs. So I really don't have very ups and downs with my wife.
Yeah. What was you and mommy's plan? Because I know that daddy was working a lot.
Yeah.
And mommy was a housewife.
She was a planner.
No?
I didn't plan anything. If she wants to go there, and I just say, okay, let's go.
That is
I never worked with money. I gave all my money to her. She must now. She had to see what everything is there. Look after it. I looked after the children. She must see that they get everything that they need. And being a good housewife, she had saved a lot of money. There never was any problems. Now I'm short today and I haven't got money. We haven't got money. There was always money.
So that was mom and dad's understanding. Dad will go work.
Well, I do the work and she do the planning.
And no problem with that. I think a lot of, even nowadays, I think people do that as well. Keeps the woman happy, keeps the husband happy.
Because a husband can't plan that stuff for children and stuff. Because he's every day in work. And your wife must be at home so that she can control the kids. But nowadays it's not a must. You have to go and work if you must go work.
I think nowadays both needs to work. Try and keep up with
inflation.
Yeah. I don't think there's any way Claire can be a housewife and I can. And still be able to afford a house.
Yeah. Yeah, nowadays things are quite expensive.
I think just to be comfortable,
Mm.
even slightly uncomfortable.
But if you want something in life, you have to sacrifice a lot of things.
Your daddy had to sacrifice a lot of things.
No, not really. I wasn't a guy that likes drinking. I only smoke.
So you
I didn't go out for go partying.
You didn't have that cost to worry about.
Mm-mm.
Alcohol is obviously.
Alcohol wasn't a problem by us.
And didn't mommy like the booze?
She took a spot now and again when there's a party or something like it, a gathering, and she'll have a shot, but not. It wasn't a problem.
Daddy and mommy have lots of parties around.
Only birthdays, and there was nobody that got married there.
What get-togethers? Didn't you like do family get-togethers and a lot?
No, that time our family wasn't that big much. And the other children had their own ways, going here and going there. The only gathering we had is when we go visit our mother. When we come there, maybe Daisy is there or Sally is there. Betty was always there. She stayed there with my mother.
Betty used to stay back Oma.
Yeah.
Where'd I go, Jimmy?
Yeah. And after that, I think she went to Joburg, Betty. There she met this one guy, Pierre.
I remember this guy.
Huh?
I remember a Pierre.
Yeah, so whiteish guy. So European guy.
Yeah.
He passed away, much.
Did they get married?
No, I don't think so. No. I don't think they got married. There wasn't a wedding for them there.
And this guy was from overseas.
Hmm?
Was he from overseas?
No, he's from South Africa.
Did I meet him?
I don't know.
Did he come to Daddy's house?
Yeah, he came a lot to my house.
Nice guy.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad, but he liked to drink a lot. And Petty didn't like that. No. But what?
Did Daddy, I saw photos of Daddy cutting hair. What was that all about?
Huh?
Was Daddy like the resident barber in?
No, it's just that I did cut a lot of guys' hair, children's hair. When the school opens, and when they come all come to me.
Was that Daddy's? Did you get money from it? Or?
Yeah, they don't give me what? That time was what? A rand or something, 2 rand.
Per cut.
Yeah.
Per cut.
Yeah.
Is that right? For the income?
That was just a weekend special thing. Because sometimes weekends I have to work, you see, doing private work, get extra money.
In Daddy's house, how did Daddy how did you go about needing a big house, and why did you decide to build? What motivated that?
see that you guys were growing now, getting big, so we thought no, we must add an extra room. And seeing that you got a lot of friends, must add a lounge. That's it.
Was it expensive?
Yeah, it was.
Did you have to remortgage or did you build from pocket?
Build from pocket, because 1 week you must do that, you must buy cement, 1 week you must do that, get a quote for it, then you must now save for it. That's why I said Lorraine did all the planning with the money stuff.
Huh?
Yeah, I told her, I just tell her, hey, I must now buy this, I must go buy that. You got money now? Yeah. That's what we had to sacrifice on the buildings.
So how long did the build take in total?
Man, I think a year. Because we first had to build the garage and the spare room.
Oh, was that the last thing that was built?
The first.
The first thing that was built was the garage and the...
Yeah. And then we started digging the foundations on the front and the entrance, the toilet. The room was there. It's only the toilet that we had to build.
So you did the spare room, the garage, and then the front of the house.
Mm.
The 2 rooms.
1 room. Oh yeah, the small room was also extended.
Yeah, the lounge and then the smaller boys' room.
Yeah, and then the girls' room was also extended.
Yeah, backwards in it.
Mm.
Just the toilet.
Adding a toilet and shower and stuff.
So the original room goes into the cupboard doors. Or did you extend there as well?
Mm-mm.
Where the cupboards
That
are.
was the end of the house, they were covered.
Where the cupboards start.
Yeah.
So that was quite a big room there. The girls' room was always more.
No, not really.
It was a double, no?
Huh?
The girls' room was a double room. Daddy's room was a double.
Mm-hmm.
The girls' room was a double.
Not a double. It was smaller than a double. There was. Look, they were a. No, man. Let me see.